experience, but what a shock. What a shock. But yet, I made the same mistake like 2 times more after that. But, you live and you learn, right? And I did learn. I'm now 9 years clean. I will be 10 years clean in January. So, very proud of that. But while I was there, I saw a lot of things, and it really opened my eyes to a lot. And I want to preface that I'm not saying this is the same thing everywhere or that this happens to everyone. I think each person's situation is different. Do I think some stuff happens more than it should? I mean, it never should happen. But I think that it's not just a 1 or 2 time thing, I don't think I'm in the minority. So, while I was there, when you get there, you have to be processed. You sit in like a holding tank with a lot of people, and people are angry. It's this tiny little room, and you're like shoved in there like sardines. And there's one roll of toilet paper. If you're lucky, sometimes there's not. One toilet. And there's like 50, 60, 75 people in this one little room. And there's a metal bench. So most people are sitting on the floor. Most people are standing. If you gotta pee, there's no door. You pee in front of everybody. All these total strangers after you have this initial shock of even being where you are. It's intense, to say the least. Then, like, if you're in the holding tank for lunchtime, people will, like, take your trays if you don't stick up for yourself. Like, I'm just saying, in my county jail, that's what the case is. That's what it is. So you either stick up for yourself or you don't. And if you don't, was on, there were a lot of people detoxing, which means they're coming off of whatever they were on and they're very sick. And then you have people like banging, but like these steps, you're off this too, you know? And they would get like, people would throw pee on them, they'd pee in cups and like throw it on them through the bars. But anyway, there's the hallway. So like, here's your cell, right? And then there's bars. And then if they let you out for chow, which is food, or like a couple hours a day, you could like just mingle and play like cards or something. There's really nothing to do. Talk to each other, take a shower, whatever. And mind you, you don't get shampoo and conditioner, like they don't give you stuff like that. You have to order it, and if you don't have any commissary money, you're screwed. And you only get commissary like once or twice a week. So if you come in like the day after, you have to wait days before you can get soap. I think they give you one like tiny little thin bar soap for free, and it's like there's no scent, and that's it. They don't give you conditioner, shampoo, deodorant, none of that. You get toothpaste that looks like hair gel. It is the worst toothpaste on earth. This measly little toothbrush that's like a bristle, like bristles that you clean with. Disgusting. And that's it. That's what you get. You'd be lucky if you get a pillow, because there's only so many, and most of the time people will take your pillow and hide it and whatever. But anyway, so there's the hall, okay, and then there's bars, more bars. So the depths are on the other side of those bars. Well, the cells, obviously there's no doors, so you have a toilet, a metal toilet that's freezing, mind you, in your cell. And if you have to go potty, whoever's walking by is going to see you. And there would be males and females working the unit. So if you're going to the potty and all your junk is showing, and a male dep is working, they're seeing that. And let me tell you, they would purposely make sure they were, you know, patrolling in front of a pretty girl's cell. Just happened to be standing there a lot, you know. Even the shower was made out of tin, like literally tin, and there'd be fruit flies in there. So disgusting. So disgusting. But anyway, you know, the court that I was in did this so that it made you not want to go back, you know what I mean? So it was kind of like it was a punishment, like, okay, if you got put in this court for using alcohol and they want you to get off the alcohol, obviously that's why you're in the court. It's a substance court. So if you test positive for alcohol, that's your punishment. And then they're hoping, because they know how bad it is there, that if you're in there for a week, you come out, not only are you off of whatever it is that you were doing, you've had time away from it, but it's such a yucky, nasty experience that they're hoping you'll never want to do it again, right? Well, addiction is addiction for a reason. Some people go through court. Some people will go through the court and never end up getting sanctioned, and others will, time and time again. Just depends on the person and how severe their addiction is, you know. Now being on the other side of things, and you know, I try to be understanding because, you know, I was once in that chair. I remember the first time I spoke at the court. So yeah, there would be male depths, and anytime you get a visit, you have to be searched, like strip searched. Look up what a strip search is and what they do. Sometimes you come back from the nurse, you come back from, whatever, they have to pat you down. And if a male was working, then a male did it. They couldn't do like the full strip search, but they could do the pat downs. And they pat you on the side of your, in areas that they shouldn't be. And my scariest, most uncomfortable thing, and it's kind of known, like, that some male guards, and like, once you get there, the girls already know, like the girls that are always in and out of jail, they know who those guards are. They'll be like, oh yeah, so and so, like, hooks up with people and stuff. Well, some depths would trade female services for, or like extra food or extra phone time. Like, they just bartered with these girls, and I mean, they would write a slip and be like, oh, so and so has to go to the nurse, and that dep would escort them to go see the nurse when no nurse being seen, or they would still take them to the nurse, but take a little detour first, especially if it was like at night when people were sleeping, to get to be more discreet. But oh yeah, so my scariest situation, I told this story, well, not this full story, but I got into a argument that led into a fight with somebody. I was very on edge, I was angry, I was frustrated, things happened. Well, I had to go into an area where I was by myself. They let you out for half an hour out of 24 hours to go to rec alone, to go to the library, and to take a shower. You get a half an hour a day, that's it. I had to spend like a day or two in there. Well, the person who was working at night, the first night, was a male dep, okay? And there was no one else around. And I remember he came to my door and he was like, do you smoke cigarettes? And I already knew what that meant. I was like, no, I don't. And he was like, oh, well, do you have like food? Do you need food? I'm like, no, because I already know like the questions he was asking were like indirect questions. If you're getting what I'm trying to put down, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. And I just kept saying no to everything. And every time he would come, like he would keep coming back and keep stopping and asking me stuff, and I was getting so nervous because it's like no one else is around. It's just you and this person, and they have all the control. You have zero. And I was just getting very uncomfortable. And like the area where they put your plate, he kept like standing in front of it and like jiggling his keys so that I would know that he was like walking by. And I was getting like, I would pretend I was reading a book, or I would like pretend I was sleeping in hopes that he wouldn't bother me, because I was like, oh my god, like every 20 minutes he keeps coming by and asking me these code questions. And like, he was being kind of aggressive. I'm not gonna say kind of, he was being aggressive with the questions and like coming by so many times that I was nervous. I was so scared. I'm like, something can happen here, and like, who would ever believe me? And they know that. when you're in there for a while, you can get assigned like jobs, and they will pay you with like extra commissary, which is like snacks and food and white t-shirts you can buy on commissaries, all kinds of stuff you can buy. And you could get assigned like a job, and you could get out of your cell during like downtime when everybody else is to stay in. But it's like cleaning toilets or cleaning up the bunk areas or, you know, cooking food, cleaning the kitchen, stuff like that. And you get paid next to nothing, but it's more about being able to get out and do things. Okay. Well, there was a girl who worked bathrooms, cleaning the bathrooms, and one of her ex-girlfriends, she had been known to have many girlfriends on the unit, right? One of her ex-girlfriends was angry that she was dating a new girl and knew that she worked the bathroom duty. So her ex-girlfriend would purposely go number 2 on the floor in the bathroom, and not even in the bathroom, in the showers. She would go number 2 on the floor in the showers so that her ex-girlfriend would have to clean it. Can you imagine? And it's not like you can be like, well, I'm not going to do that. You have to do it. If you take a job and that's your job, you gotta do it. There is no such thing as I'm not doing it. Oh, you're doing it. Yes, you are. And she couldn't prove it was her. No one caught her doing it, but everyone knew it was her, and she told people it was her, but the ex-girlfriend, the cleaning girl, couldn't prove it. She couldn't prove it. So every time she would go to clean, there would be doo-doo on the ground. Poor thing. Or she would rub it on the walls. Disgusting, people. The things that girls did in there. An experience. And I have so many more stories. I've told some stories on Patreon as well. It was quite an experience to go through, and looking back, I'm so different from the person I was then. I don't know if I could do all that now. And even before that, I was such a little prissy Catholic school girl, you know.